Today, now the 23rd day of December 2020. We been planned for do the Auditor General in report today, but however, we get a breaking news for we the na the diaspora, because this one concerned we. And at the address where the President Julius Maada Bio, address the nation this evening, 8 o'clock Salon time. Tin den the way me and you within the diaspora need for pay attention to, so that when you go Salon, you no go cause scene at the airport, thinking to say you not be no. As you know, say a network na outside Salon not dey far. So I think say it is just right for we for come ladies na table this evening. But before that, make we see within the status update for COVID-19 look like for today na Salon. The lab them test 1,300, the highest ever amount of swab tested within 24 hours since they begin for test inside Salon. 1,300 tests now in the labs them analyze. And out of that 1,300 day, 6 turn out for be positive. And then 6 then day, you go find them now western area urban. And the number get. So for now, the inbound passengers in total now 48. But 6 are from western area urban. Well, because of that 6 day, the total number of cumulative confirmed case na Salon do reach 2,524. Unfortunately, within the last 24 hours, we lost one person to COVID-19. We pray say, his soul go rest in peace, and in family them, including all the one them we don't lost people them during this COVID-19, and family them then go take heart, and the departed souls them go rest in peace. The one them within an isolation center now 582. For the past 24 hours, 6 people recover from COVID-19. So because of that 6 day, the total number of people who recover now from coronavirus na Salon now 1,866. The number of people who in quarantine now 229. Just about a week ago, we been get 74 people. We will get 30 to 69 people in quarantine. But now, we don't get 229. Waiting do. Because of people already test positive. Then go get the primary and secondary contact them. We go there in quarantine. Number of people who don't discharge from quarantine centers. Now, 12,335. Make we see within the Mano River Union countries them they look like. For today, Salon 6, Guinea 20, Liberia 0. I did tell we make you pay attention to Liberia. But however, we wish we go get the number of tests them what they do, because for one reason, Liberia Then steady with the 0, 1s, and 2s. Ivory Coast, 10. So for today, the Mano River Union countries them get a total positive case of 36. Cumulative death, as we all know, Salone don't add 1. So now Sierra Leone na 76, Guinea na 80, Liberia na 83, and Ivory Coast na 133. We give you a total number of 372. Now that one day, now the number of people who lost their life to COVID-19 at the Mano River Union countries them. Again, because of this high number, I make the president of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio, we address the nation 8 o'clock Salone time this evening. Because he say, the way how things they go, they no want to put everybody on lockdown, but they want to come with some measures them. But what thing I go do? Make a making force read them by English, then me go can try for put them by Creole, so we go understand. Now so President Bio may address the nation, and please pay attention.
Fellow citizens, nearly 18 years ago, Sierra Leoneans laid down arms and embraced one another. Over the last 18 years, we have demonstrated through the power of reconciliation and goodwill towards our fellow Sierra Leoneans that we can, together, rise again and rebuild our nation in peace, and together triumph over adversity, war, and disease. It is with the favor and the mercies of God and the power of our will as a nation that we have come thus far. So in this season of goodwill and peace, let us thank every Sierra Leonean for his or her sacrifice and commitment to the common purpose of keeping our nation safe and keeping one another safe through even COVID-19. Throughout this pandemic, my government has provided proactive leadership guided by data, science, and expert advice. We have kept our country's case fatality ratio way under 4%. But COVID remains a clear and present danger. Infections elsewhere in the world have peaked in the last couple of weeks, with news of a new strain of the virus that spreads more rapidly and is highly infectious. There is a real threat that the new strain may be imported into this country. The government is concerned that there has been an upsurge in the last few days in the numbers of people who are infected with the coronavirus in Sierra Leone. This upsurge coincides with increased volumes of airline passengers arriving over the holiday period, and especially with some of those arriving passengers deliberately providing false information on health locator forms. This makes it extremely difficult for surveillance teams to trace them and their contacts when their PCR tests turn out to be positive. There is also general and increasing indifference among the general population to healthcare directives regarding the proper wearing of face masks, the proper and frequent washing of hands, and keeping appropriate social distances. Government has decided on the following measures. As always, our measures are well considered to protect lives and support livelihoods. 1, for now, there will be no curfew. That decision may be reviewed regularly based on case numbers and how effectively public adheres to health directives from NACOVAC. 2, places of worship remain open as long as congregants adhere to all public health directives. 3, all arriving airline passengers must complete health locator forms that must contain correct and verifiable address, telephone, and other contact information. The health locator forms and their passports will then be retained by the Sierra Leone Immigration Department until those passengers receive negative PCR results. This measure will ensure that NACOVAC's surveillance team and contact tracing can easily locate every inbound passenger and his or her contacts. 4, the Sierra Leone Immigration Department and law enforcement agencies have been authorized to track down all persons who deliberately make false declarations on health locator and contact forms. Over this festive season, be well, stay safe, and keep one another safe. From my family to yours, and to all fellow Sierra Leoneans, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And for myself, your family to Unayon, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You there, you the President of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio. You think say now the Christmas Day message you don't get so one time beforehand? Okay. You don't talk about English. Make me help with small pan Creole. Nearly 18 years ago, Salon people them, they put down the gun or them be they use for fete themselves and them be embrace, them be hug one another. Over the last 18 years, we don't demonstrate through the power of reconciliation and goodwill towards we self young people them and we are the fellow Sierra Leoneans them. For say if we come together, we can able for rise up and rebuild Salon in peace, and together we can able for jump over any kind bad thing, war or disease we go come na Salon. Now inside this kind talk, now I want for believe say, now God in mercy, now don't they watch over we. And now because the power of we own will as a nation, we don't come together for say we want push we self reach usai we don't reach so. We all know say this term na term of goodwill and peace. So we want to tell thank you to all Sierra Leone and them for the sacrifice where we don't sacrifice and the kind commitment where we don't commit for the common purpose for make we keep we nation Sierra Leone safe and we keep we safe through COVID-19. We all know say throughout this pandemic, my government don't provide proactive, that would they begin for do something before something happen, leadership, because we get what we call data, we they use science, and we also they listen to the master sabi people them, their own advice within the advice we. We don't keep we country in case fatality very, very low. That means say the one that boy they die of coronavirus, we don't keep on low. Way under 4%. But COVID-19, it is better one. And we all can see and clear for say this na danger. When they look other side and at the wall, then you own them, number them, they don't grab better one. Inside the last couple of weeks, with what they say, one kind of a new pattern where the virus they use right now for spread. And that kind of way it is spread fast and rapid. And that one day is highly infectious, which means say it easy for make you get them. So one for feel say one kind way they where a real for say one kind threat they come because of this new strain. So make plain knockout inside we country. So government concern for say this kind number we don't they rise na other country them in the last few days. Make people them will get them. No kind size alone with that kind day. This kind of a fast way the corona they fast, it can meet up with the high volume of airline them we don't they can now inside the country. And especially with some of them passenger then they we deliberately by willful they not agree for put them correct information on the health locator form. When me say that form where you feel like airport, where they able make if in case something happen, where they go able fend you. People where they come out and the diaspora they go, they put wrong information in the form. So this they make it extremely difficult for make we able for surveillance. Then people and they interest them and fishing them come out. Where it be say then PCR test can don't turn out for be positive. Also, there is an increase in difference among the general public for healthcare directives and regard for proper wearing of face of mask. We mean say people them now this behind them not they agree for wear face mask proper one. And the proper and frequent washing of hands. When me say people are not agree for wash their hand again fast like how they do before. And none they agree for keep social distance. Pay attention, the first part, diaspora them, but all together. Now we will go, we will meet them they now so. Government don't decide on the following measures. As always, we will measure them, then well consider for protect lives and support livelihood. Number 1, for now. You see how we start for say for now. When mean say for now we they do better. If things become worse, curfew that go come. Because he say for now, curfew no go day. That decision day, we dey review them. We be say we dey look into them regularly. Based on the case number them, we dey get. And how effective the public go listen to wetin the master sabi people and they tell we for do. So this one we curfew no day na a reward. When we fail for listen, curfew that go come. That's the waiting number 1 they say. Number 2, places of worship inside them where they worship then go remain open and not they lock them as long as you see waiting for as long as the one the way they go inside day then listen to all waiting the master sabi people they don't say for follow where you dey na that place day. Number 3, na the diaspora can inside. All arriving airline passenger them for complete the health locator form and then for put the correct and verifiable address telephone number, and other contact information. Make a all and first back. I don't know when last you go salon, but this not a new thing for we where they travel go salon. And waiting be happen we make people them, then they put wrong information na that airport form. Now we want them and news begin go around say when we cannot reach salon, when you fill that form, by how they see you, then they take you address, then take all your information, then arm robbers then they share the information, then they with arm robbers them. Now so arm robbers them be able for locate people them with travel go salon, way then be able for rob them and harm them and all these things. This started way back, not now. This is a long time talk. So from that 10 day where people now the diaspora begin circulate this information, say when you go na airport, now then airport people now they can sell the information to them arm robbers them for me then they go attack we na net. And people then decide say okay, well we know what to go they do. We go they put wrong information na that airport form so that they no go able for follow we go now we host the way they lodge, now we place the way they lodge and attack we. This was how it all started. In case you feel say this na new thing, no, it not new. But again, you know why people and they do them over and over and over and over? Because we not get a data. We not get data na Sierra Leone. Where for big person, you give contact name, you give contact address, then people in immigration watch the card, they're able for pull them up in the system. Why make we not the from full way we cancel na the West? Where you reach the airport, if you go visit self, where you reach the airport, where they ask you side they go lodge, why you know they give line name and address? Because you don't say, yeah, then get you and wait till they happy. It they turn back. But now because we data system is flawed, now I make this thing don't they happen over and over and over. Now one people then go say they're not they do. But based on what I tell you so, and based on where they go frequently, where you can pass at the airport, where we can get discussion, we know say na true at the talk so. Now the main reason and the people and they give wrong information at the airport, thinking to say airport staff them, they sell the information to arm robbers them, and also arm robbers them, they able for go attack people them. So on the same network you reach, or inside the first week, you then go attack you. Then go clear all waiting there. So this particular one gets a lot of fold into RAM. But you see now how it don't count on bone at throat per we. You see how I don't count on? Now only now then they realize say that form day where people can feel not correct. The information we can day not correct. Now the name no more. I ain't go correct because you go from matcha. But apart from that name day and the passport number, my dear, as you take a stroll down, you will find out say some man have the street where they keep putting not even available na salon. Some man don't make up street name he put on the make up number he put on the. So when you don't pass down well you go see. And at the same side back the guy can pass and return back. So, let's continue. We don't do that all arriving passenger. And say, if we put correct and verifiable address, telephone, and other contact information. The health locator form and the passport. Immigration go hold am. Immigration go retain am. Okay. Salon, now country, this not the law. But the president say governments don't decide on the following measures As always, we measure them, then well considered to protect lives and support livelihood. Then they hold you passport until the passenger then receive a negative PCR test. Now, yeah, we've been talking the other day. We are able for call people them we go salon. We up till now, they never receive their result. They not ever receive the result. So imagine Nakova cannot do their own correctly, and your passport is being held by ODA, by immigration. You now, the afraid say me they not lost your passport. You now the afraid say me they not if your passport information. You now the afraid say me they know this, me they know that. Why we not look na Ghana? We neighbor than Ghana. We neighbor than Ghana, then get a holding area and a PCR test then they do, but it take 30 minutes. 30 minutes now they take, done, then allow you for come inside. Imagine you they pay $80 for enter, for do the test, then after you don't pay back, don't they hold your passport back. I don't tell you say, now love, now in the carry go salon. Because as at now, Sierra Leone, you not get thing for offer give you. Now so me think. And I go show you why. If you want for contest, what me they say, I have business in Sierra Leone, I have property in Sierra Leone, but Sierra Leone for now, not get nothing for offer me. But me, now love, now in the carry me go salon. The love where I get for salon, now it keep me attached to Sierra Leone. But Sierra Leone is a country, and I respect them for all the laws them within the country. The president of the nation now don't announce so. So this is what is going to happen. I believe say the next flight where they go, maybe from this net or from tomorrow, then they begin old passports. So I know I make you go begin argue. That's the law now. Now the law ending now. I don't know if for pass the parliament or what not, but passport then go olam until immigration go all your passport, your identification. Immigration go olam. If something, I don't know. Do they really think about this thing? You left the airport, something going to happen to you. No identification on you. Maybe now your passport's no more you been here. Why they not be even think about the Ghanaian? Would it take 30 minutes? 30 minutes. You did dinner at the airport, even if in 1 hour. Let's stay at the airport for 1 hour. But you only identification where you get where you take enter the country, then the all an airport, then they say go na house. Hey, no wonder then traffic police then they take driver's license in hand. Then take the driver and license in hand. Don't then tell the driver for go no more, go let you come meet me. Then the driver they drive without license. For the police he say, oh, 221 gets me license up gone. But why? But again, the aspirants, please. Please, I dey beg you, make we able to understand what's in the day and adhere. But not to say, now for say, oh, no, they do am. No, I don't want you to go there and go make sin. Because if really, Now the information they want, then can photocopy the passports. I mean, they not can scan the passport safe. So what exactly do they do behind that immigration counter? What then can take passports now we an? What they pass on the system? Done, then take we thumb, we fingerprint them. What do they do behind there? If they now get for retain the physical passport. Because after I listen to the president, I begin to wonder. Say, okay, yes, so you come, what you they do, how you get for stay and all these things, they will ask you. Put your fingerprint, you put them. Make sure we snap them. Then they scan your passport. They not can take a photo of the passport. But now, they need we passport. If you know want give immigration your passport, if you know want respect what things alone put now, no go. That's a simple one. Because you know how see video they go around say, hey, they say I left me passport. I mean they left me passport. Now me could they talk now? Okay. Let us continue. This measure, that now way, then they take your passport away, then they retain them from you. They say this measure go ensure say NACOVAC surveillance and contact tracing team go easily locate every inbound passenger and in contact. Every inbound passenger and in contact. They say now make them they take passports now we are. The Sierra Leone Immigration Department and the Law Enforcement Agency, they don't authorize them for track down anybody who deliberately lie, make false declaration on that health locator and contact form. That form where they fill, where for make they able to trace you. They say anybody will lie there. The aspirants are they big? Then you no go for go enjoy just now. You can't begin to make news. Then you can't feel say everybody get for camp put say free AAA. That's so. Free AAA. Okay. Over this festive season, be well, stay safe, and keep one another safe. From your family to your family, and to all fellow Sierra Leoneans, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's not the president of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio. So you don't see, now the reason this, we not come with 2019 Auditor General reports. Don't see them. We try for enlightening we within a diaspora. So that I don't want one of ours for go salon. We get a medium like this na the diaspora. Then you go salon, you go to go cause sin. Say they want all your passports na you an. Mike Koka asked a salient question. It's a this time question. If your PCR come back negative, who say they go pick your passports? Then they give you receipt for all your passports? The president not tell we nothing. But you know so already the president don't talk so today. Tomorrow, NACOVAC go can't tell we now waiting. They inside this one. How they get for enforce them, how they get for also get for pick up passports them, or we get for take ferry come back. Now airport for can't take up passports. Or now immigration office na tongue they go pick up passports. Imagine 1,300 people. And out of the 1,300 people, I go bet 1,000 people them na passengers them. So also you go get 1,000 people without clustering together. The president don't talk about waiting. Social distancing. Also you go get 1,000 people and for go collect them passports there. And to say talk to me, if even me, my dear, I no go rest till I get my passport back na me hand. I won't. Till I get my passport back na me hand, I no go rest. Because Salon government lost her. Immigration lost her. Well, you get a cup of tea coming. And you know that. Eh? And you know that. Ayana Salon. If you are not happy with what the president announced tonight, if you're able to cancel your ticket, please cancel. Until they say they know they take passport again. I just hope say because some of we get two because we able to forget two. So I just and when we can fly go salon, now the salon you who they fly with. Now who want come out today? Now who they come out with any country who they fly go in on. But una we can go inside with two una come out, it's okay. Una go get issue. I just hope say they no go say, like me where they go. I get US passport, I get salon passport. I give them the salon because now they take go inside with. Then they go ask me, say, what US passport? When I did the issue go come out too. Because now wait till I take enter the country. Now, because if na the salon he lost, we go able work out that day na salon and get her. Not so? I think Michael Cook and Amir you. I don't think they go accept the passport card. Well, me says I get passport card and I can always go with her. But I don't think they can accept the passport card. Me, I get me salon. I go give them the salon. If they want, but if they say, forgive them, the United States own, well, I the issue go there. Just better when me deny. Because the passport they ask for, then we'll get the passport. Not so. But if you know say you're not ready for hand over your passport to salon immigration, no go. No go. I can't wait for make I see waiting US and the UK, then travel advisory go be like. I can't wait. But for now, make we out us friend. Make we yagi. What's in our us friend intake on this one? Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers here. Wherever you watch, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Me on take care, go on for look into this issue when a concern really on two areas. The main area, first of all, are the area of security. A security issue, you get like a double effect. The area of security, the double effect, what they try for there's one good and there's one bad issue of it. And the area of the security, again, it is spread into two. Security in terms of health and security in terms of your personal belongings and your security when you go back. If we start up with the one for your personal security in terms of your safety and your security in the country, now it bring about this idea where you see people and they change them address and the location because of the security would not be again at the country. And there was a lapse where in the government not be ever. Whoever was there in the time of government, the immigration and safety of people in terms of policing, in terms of what they try for bring infrastructure, in terms of even the materials, what they were able, in terms of the number of police or those who are securing the country, how they were able for get them being robust, that was lacking. So it creates a situation where the people have become liars just to become safe. All right. And then you come now to the security in terms of health, so that the country, they think for secure themselves, so that people then will get a virus or something to do with transmission of this virus with they on, most especially this new variant we don't come up. If we look at within in speech they say. So the country, they try to secure the population, which is good on one side, but on the other side, it look bad because people and they go unexpected and go holy passport, who knows what thing will happen. And then on the other end, the security where you for expect now where you go, who knows if they go reveal them from what people only experience, then you become insecure for your safety. Those are the areas where I go just want for address. Now we come to the area wherein actually then they secure the country in health. Then you question the area why the government not try for do within Ghana they do. We then get the PCR and they own PCR, which is the polymerase chain reaction, with all standard use. And this machine, like a company what they call CFIT, we don't pull on US, what we don't say one thing. But in they take a process, the actual one would then be produced first, now 4 to 6 hours if they take the chain reaction. But there is one what then be called the gene experts. And the gene experts, now in this field we don't use, in other words, it is like a high temperature, in other words, like an influence system that they use will need light for always day. And their test tubes will be cost about $10 to $20 for one. All right, coming to the area of it, that salon before don't implement. So that the rapid test go down at the airport, people are not going to say, then go wait for the first one, one of the rapid one, and then they wait the results of the PCR. Because the rapid one is just like a kind of antibodies and they test for you one at the blood. Then the one where at the PCR, now they take a longer time. And the one at the blood, then just they track for know if you get a detection of the protein in your system of the virus in leftovers after your body don't fit them. Okay, Sierra Leone, we get the gene expert machine where the tuberculosis and the government, we don't say, I don't see an area. But the problem is the cost for let them go take the money for say this now we don't just use for the airport. We spend money, whatever like they give, we try for reimburse the money, wouldn't they pay $130. We go buy these test tubes which are different from the PCR, but it is faster within 30 minutes. And I believe say now him then where then they use Ghana. So because of the failure of the gene experts, we're in your speed is different from the other one at the first PCR, then we lack that facility today. So they put two then at the airport. They put the one at the rapid test, when just the blood and the pierce, capillary blood, they check them, they see if you get the antibody, that's for sure say you don't get the sickness, you don't fit. If you're positive, then go say still wait, or they go before, then if you PCR positive, the PCR in at the one where they poke na the nose and gets na the nose and the throat, they get the virus. And when they get the virus, now for look, if you get an antigen, in an antigen, they check for. They check for the protein. And the gene experts back, they check for the protein, but it's faster. So these are two PCR, but they are faster. While the antibody on one of the rapid test, in just your blood. So it comes now to the area of government prioritizing in areas where they will say, are we going to become imaginative and creative approach in some of these things so that we population, so the people then will get a safe environment. So you can't look say that should have been the area where before don't try for address. And then looking at the threat of the virus where then the fear say now this new virus, because during his speech so I'm saying now this new virus, and this new virus, then a variant, that means in pattern change. And what's in the pattern will change pattern only. Now, it gets spikes. When you look at the virus, where they make up for the COVID, it gets spikes, like a crown. A friend call them corona, the crowns from the word corona. So those crown-like proteins are proteins that then they attach. Now you AC thing then get something what the doctor will explain like your respiratory tract and call it AC. Then they actually attack the and then they disable it and go down and cause problem. But the idea is this type of protein now where this new variant gets, it's faster. In other words, just like somebody will get nerve, way sharp, and other man will not get sharp, nerve way sharp. Where they go for go cut beef, the one where they get the one way sharp, and they cut quick. So the spikes are now sharper. So that's why they say it transmits faster. So that makes it different. Only because now UK, they were well known for genomic sequencing. What's that the genomic sequencing? The virus, it change, like the flu virus, it change very, very fast. It change, it mutates very fast. But this COVID-19, where the corona virus, now, it change, but not too much. So in genetic sequence, they're able to detect in Oxford and some other areas in Newcastle. But say the sequence where you get, you don't give a sequence where you don't look variant, it's very different from the former one. So because of this fear, they lock down for people enough for over 50 countries and they allow UK for go there because of this variant, because of its speed, what it takes for attack. It's not because it is infectious or dangerous, but it infects very fast because of the new spike protein that we get. So the modeling, they don't put on, they call it now a virus under investigation. And the virus, he named that one, the virus under investigation, VUI 2020. That's the name of this new virus. So they are investigating it for no what thing they were able to do. But they say the vaccine will then give, they go able still for work and hand in with them. So this is the fear where come, where they say, well, secure. Because there was a lapse in the airport, we know. The last one began at the airport, people in this branch, and even they asked Nakova yesterday, I think so, it been 98.1. They asked her and say, well, when people in the country, we suspect the people that say they bribe at the airport for them will just pass inside. And then again, people are not getting the result on time. Some are not even having it. So, and then some of them again, then they prefer for Kana host for them to tell them say go do self-isolation, which is willing and voluntarily you go stay now you host, you know go come out till you get the result. If you get the result, then they give back instructions. But people we are not keeping to this. Just like what you don't get in the UK, when they say we come out before they keep playing at the airport or in a place for a hotel or in an isolation home, when they go keep playing till they well, then leave them, then don't do them. But it comes back to human rights in terms of humanity. So these are things where they balance. You get the good, you get the bad. So these are all things where they work out. But if we before don't get that gene expert at the airport, if we don't slow down that one day, all they need was to spend some extra money. But instead, money is going some other places where we already know. But it's all to do with management, the security of the people, and the entry point of the people, who then they say some of them and they secure themselves because they say they're not secure in terms of their property and the safety of the country. And then this don't result to people that they give them. So they say this is our method of controlling. Because when they hold your passport, that will make you stay outside the state. But you might question it. Is that going to make the person stay in case they prove positive? Because the person they left the airport, it gonna host. If the PCR, all those who are positive from the airport, they are told when they are at home. And if you see the spike of the resurgence don't begin to go up, people today I think about 6 of them when are positive case, they're already 20 because people are going into the community and it's still spreading community way. So my fear is that those who are left from the airport to go to their homes, are they willing to isolate? That's not the problem. And that globalization don't cause this. Humanity, people they want for enjoy and make. So those are the flaws where they do. But the area where therefore don't just control it full stop, get the airport, good electricity, and bring these gene experts. Then get the machine, but all they need is few reagents and some of the test tubes, who they know they still use. All they have installed is 6 PCR machine, and they have more. They have 11 together with 4 gene experts. But if they spend money on them, and that's the area where I believe say money for don't go. I know they say SUVs we are not important. I am not saying that. But sometimes you get for look a balance of proportionality and how you go which one are the proportional one? This one is proportional for effects where they come up, which effects will get back from them. So that the people in life will become good. But now then they restrict people in, and remember people that when they go there, then they also increase the economy of the country because then they go give them people their money and then they help the people in the country. But here is a country where citizens never had a voice and people never know anything and they never tell people anything in terms of educating them. All they do it's just sometimes from all politicians, I'm saying now, then only they can't tell you the end of the product. You not gonna know what they mix them, you not gonna know what they do, they can't give you. You know they know if like when you get for react, they know they test them, they just they take and buck. You see, so all those things are the things where governments get for look into. And my own take is that they are just trying to secure the government, I mean the country, in terms of this new variant and people entry. But to some extent, you go balance proportion. And thank you very much. And our country continue to be blessed and be protected from this variant when it come. God bless you, Masalo. And thank you very much for giving the platform. And a Merry Christmas to all the listeners and viewers in advance. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, Usman.
You're welcome,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Make we come out to doctor. Make we hear waiting he get for we. Yes, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo, you get the platform.
Yes, hi. Good evening, everyone. I hope so everybody did well. Thank you to Usfred for his submission. And in regards to the new law where they want put or where they don't put in place for the people that already travel now the country as to holding somebody in passport, just because they find a way about the result test them for COVID-19. I believe say the first thing where I want to say here, the sensitization to different communities, them I believe say they need for reinforce that a little bit more compared to thinking about say where you come, then do your test, then hold your passport. I think not a waste of resource. That's not the first thing. A waste of resource where they say the resource for don't go into places them will go help for make you get the test result them within 24 hours. I say this because the PCR testing, where it be say not impossible for do. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday I did my own test and I did the test exactly. I will give you the time because I get the result in front of me. 12:31 p.m. in the afternoon, and then my result I get today, around. Hang on. Okay, so. Okay, so I did both the antibodies and the PCR test. Okay, so the one yesterday was around 12:31 in the afternoon, and then my result came today around 1:37 p.m. That's when then put the result in. So it's about a little over 24 hours. So the result technically can take about at least 24 hours for the PCR testing, and then finally just the antibody test that it can take less than 10 hours, because that one the result I get done yesterday at 8 p.m. So we will be the antibody test, not the blood test, and the which then can also do which Usfred mentioned, where now the capillary one where then they do like a finger stick, like forget the results where it will be faster, but then they just this show say you were exposed to the virus, but it does not analyze or indicate say you don't get the virus. The one where they tell you say yes, you get COVID, then the one where they do through the nasal pharynx. So they need for go through that for let them be accurate on the testing, because remember the antibody in your when at the blood it give you a range, so the cutoff really for that now less than 0.99 percent as the index, right? So anything below that means you are negative, there's no reaction, but some people that way get above that, just the show say they don't build some immunity towards COVID-19. So for the testing, I think instead of thinking of holding people's passport, I believe say then go try for use the resources then or the funds then we come in for COVID-19 for get some way how then go analyze then test they are within 24 hours. And something where you mentioned, I think if they already, the question which is very, important for law we all discuss now, what kind of salon, then they scan the passport. If you scan somebody in passport, and you can choose for just make a photocopy, keep the copy of the passport and all the other details and what you need. You don't need for hold the person in physical passport. You give them the passport, let them go outside and they go, and you can do your tracing, because I think doing that, how you expect for let the person come back na lunge, or how you expect, the money when they take, if na denga for deliver this, or na denga for make arrangements for let them return them documents them back to the person. How do you go about all that? All that in a waste of money. How many countries then where they do a thing we want for can implement so me just feel say they need for really sit down back, and talk about how they want for handle this situation. But this not now don't hear it from the president. Probably that means they already don't put that in place. So and always, when you talk about timing, as in they make some of them decision there, so they need to give people enough time for process the information and for let the public aware, saying that this then they do, right? So for me, now a waste of time, and also the testing can take 24 hours. There no get space for let anybody stay there, so not just a way of really causing another commotion at the airport. With the hope say that it not happen. And for me, I get a Sierra
Doctor,
Leonean.
you on that quick, yeah?
Yes.
Because Ghana they do the same one, just like how Usfriend explained, we I think that the different form of farm, but then they still stick them inside your nostril, go inside and everything. But not 30 minutes. Now 30 minutes then they do that one day for Usfriend explain and just now when a PCR but a different form of PCR where they take 30 minutes. If we feel say people and they do this and that, why will not go for that one day where they take 30 minutes, hold everybody, after 30 minutes they left you for go. Then one day they keep the people safe, holding somebody in passport, no miss away go now house, they go lie that to people there. Because that's where the transmission is. Not to the passport holding, they stop the transmission, but now the person himself or herself, where they go na the community, where come on and do begin hug everybody, you don't know if you get time, you don't know if you not get time. But if you do the 30 minutes, we able to sift to everybody. Yes, we also get that incubation period or what's not. But at that time, we go able for help we serve rather than holding the passport. The passport, to me, not to the problem. Now the person where they go out there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely holding the passport is not the way to go right now. If then try that, a way of wasting money. The money should be going towards, getting the equipment. Then we'll go do the rapid testing. That rapid testing, I just want to say, yes, even at the hospital, then get them, but it costly. Then they only use them for certain cases. Them. So now that I feel say then get for just look into and see what thing it got for cost. Right, because even now, so where we been get somebody where was positive, so we all been run for go down. It become a big sin. The director for the laboratory is like, why are we using so much? We only supposed to use it for these specific reasons, and we have to get an approval. So it creates a sin. I have to say, it's possible. Maybe the one wouldn't go do na salon with the same one wouldn't they use na Ghana. It could be cost effective. But for we at the hospital, they do this one where they call Cobos, and every day then they change the name them actually, but it come within 24 hours, but there's no need for hold anybody in passport. I think that's really outrageous in my own view. The one old passport, like what you mentioned about if you get dual citizenship, you get Sierra Leonean passport, whether a European or American passport. You're not going to ask me for my American passport. They ask me for the one where I enter, because even while they left, then they ask me how I get for enter a salon. I get for show, say I get a visa or I get a passport, right? So now then they upload now the system for saying I'm a passport. Then they why they go ask me for my other passport? That now other form of identification for me. So I hope they're not even going to that, because if they do that, then really no MP, welcome people then at the country, and then really they try for discourage, Sierra Leoneans and for visit their homeland and other visitors then where they visit salon, So as to whether for cancel the ticket or whatnot, for me, I think it's too late. I can't do that. It's too late. I'm on my way. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, we need for send you for go to test the system. Then you go explain to we from there. So this is how it looks like and everything. So now you would have sent before.
I understand, but I really don't want to have I'll be so exhausted to the point I really don't want to have drama.
I know.
Because trust me, things like that, we know where it takes us. But my fingers are crossed, and I want everybody to keep me in their prayers for safe travel, coming this weekend. I hope for the best, but I guess tomorrow is Thursday. We're still gonna talk. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very
Um,
much, Doctor.
no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. That's na Dr. Aisatu Kake Jalo. And then they get for we today. Bobo Labo say yes. Ghana na $150 na a pay for the COVID fast test, and it take 30 to 45 minutes. So not to that $80, you know, $150. And I don't see Boku when people already travel already. Now the nostrils still in the dorm. So I think, but again, hey, we're here for make we able for land. We no want go na airport and say, hey, na diaspora, because as soon as they say diaspora, we count you part of Sarah Network family. As soon as they say diaspora, na part of Sarah Network family. So, we no not diaspora go na airport go begin from full. Eh? Make we come with Tony. Make we hear waiting in get for we. Yes, Tony Ture Jones, you get the platform, sir.
Yes, Abraham, how do you evening, pa? Family muna kushare wana kabo. I feel say just like how other contributors don't say, Usfrene and doctor don't say. Um, me do test yesterday in my job. Within 15 minutes, we don't get to results. Within 15 minutes, and at the one way, then they put inside, swipe. My boss just swipe the left, swipe the right, and within 15 minutes, I feel say they can just need for spend money if possible. You understand? Also, because we know say they don't get a lot of support, we don't come in. You understand? Eh? But I know if say holding the passports not the solution, because imagine how many thousands of people we don't go in. Do they have the safe to keep all those passports? Tomorrow, person want for go back, you begin to say, "We will not see your passport." Maybe question here is, so my concern is the handling. We all know see people that can careless when it comes to documentation as alone. You understand? And you imagine say you go somebody in passport get for return, he gets his greater date where he get for travel and come back and for come either get in job or whatever which they come for can do. Then they begin defend the passport. And if you say that's not the best solution. The best solution then get for do, then just get for go the extra mile. Just like I say, 15 minutes. I do. If I know that test, I come out do so because I get my other job now every 2 weeks. You get for do test. Otherwise, then they take you off schedule every 2 weeks. Then yesterday because we get somebody now we unit to get COVID. So everybody was tested within 15 minutes. In fact, we don't begin give vaccine safe. And the reason we make me not take the vaccine are because like this one within the Guinea so Nada Madonna way na mass associates here they do where you get for take one within 1 month before you take the other one. Because now two you they take. When you take one now, you get for take because me go salon and I anticipate say I go spend more than 1 month and by the time where they come back, you know, go like that effective. So that make me not even want for taker now. But I feel then just go for go the extra mile, you understand, and see how they get before doing. But holding the passport, me own concern when it comes to documentation, bruh, they man not get that safely. They not get the right with a collect not say at this person because mind you not to one person they handle passport. They get several people the way they handle people their passports yonder. And at the end of the day, this go say, hey, not to me handle, and this go say, handle me, go say, no, for me, an officer is safe. An officer, that's the best method or not to do the best option. And they make them just go the extra mile. They have tests where they do now 15 minutes, bro. 15 minutes. That's what they say. I did do before they make then you're not in direct so can catch you say, Tony, you're safe, you're negative. You understand me? I don't do COVID pass, I don't do past 10 tests, bro. So all this thing come out with they do and become a job the women they do, you know. I mean, I feel like the best solution and holding the passport is not the solution.
Thank you very much, Tony.
Yeah, you're welcome, Abraham.
The best solution for make we get one doctor say for we go do within 24 hours. Tony don't carry it on and we don't get from us friend himself. But again, I just want to admonish we at the diaspora. Yes, we plead say and do the needful. Forget the one way go be faster. We Ghana they do. then you able get that one day. But if you feel say you don't want to make salon immigration keep your passport for you, no go. Simple. I dey learn a salon right now. When you go, then they hold your passport. But hey, salon. I don't know who that really talk the president into this. The president forget how salon people and they work. Would I even talk into this? Say yes, we go hold them passport, so we don't hold the passports done where the PCR test come out because I can always tell you now. I say diaspora in Sierra Leone. As soon as small thing happen, we get for do with diaspora. Small thing we get for do with diaspora. If then they get that talk there for you. Now they don't forget how the transmission be done at the country, how everything. Now the spotlight is on us. Now here I be one we say diaspora there. Una make we name no play. Make we do waiting the one for make we do. When we reach salon, make we do waiting the one for make we do. If they say self-isolate, please where you go self-isolate. I said it a few days ago. I said because waiting and go can't wait for we. Me in a quarantine I be they think about. I not be even think about say holding the passport. Only I say I want to know who that talk the president into this Abra. Let's just hold them passport then. We hold the person passport. Now the person they go mingle. The person they go mingle. The person they go up and down. Hold the passport, not the spread, not the stop the spread of the virus. Even though the president say, then they hold the passport so in case you positive, then go able to trace you. If that's the reason, then why then they scan with passport? Then why they take with picture? Then why they take with fingerprint? Why? If pass you get forget the physical passport na you hand. And the president said then sit down and think about this. And that was the best they could come up with. We they discuss because now country. But no say, no say, that's what then they do now in a salon. Somebody just guys say they get the 50. Yes, they get the rapid one. But the rapid one not to the PCR. Are two different tests. The one we they try for say now, the one way na like PCR, where then they use na Ghana. Also when calling name na Agis no. Now then now we feel say them for use. Where they take you up to between 30 and 45 minutes, the results don't go more. Then they left you for go. I think that's what we should go after. But is it that we try for cut corners? We no want spend the money? One cut corners, we no want spend the money. Ghana they spend them, then they ask for 150. Maybe if you not go upstairs and ask for say because now this day at the table, we no want take on a passport. Ghana they take 150. We also go take 150, but we go get the result within 45 minutes. That's fine. Because Saloman, passport, document, we go kind of adjust and say, oh, and now I be put on, would I be kaya again? And then they change shift. Hey, Papa God help we. Then say if you neighbor, want send a message to you, you get the idea put her. Int no master. Kaba slot no misses. So if you know. But what I don't know for if na the one day they pass na Guinea, we Gandhi. If then they take an I doubt to because everything at airport. You don't see where people go begin find other road for pass. But they will get two passports where they go now go make we know, yeah. Now the salon they give them no say any kind of way but work inside salon they get them back. If they lost that day, but hey, make her open the phone line. Make her open the phone line. We need for advice we save. If you are not going to adhere to what the president say, no go. We the advocate say we want to make the implement waiting in Ghana the 30 to 45 minutes zone. But not to forgo say you go challenge them. They not go walk. Oh. Not go walk. Say just not keep pull you go to say no, and they left me passport or nothing. Then say okay, well you want for be a nuisance now. I can't keep you first corner side. In fact, you don't say for you to talk. Oh, the fan we for say forget that you. Don't people then begin say, free triple. Yes, caller. You can introduce yourself for we, please.
This is Adama from New York, AAA.
Yes, Adama, you get 3 minutes. What's in your contribution, ma?
I just want to ask a question. In case you don't take the vaccine, then we don't get now longer. They will still take your passport in your hand.
I think that's a good
After
one.
you get.
That's a good one. We'll not get an answer for that day, but I think
please
as until we look for ask.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's the more I want to know because me, I don't take the vaccine, the first one, and the other one I will take the 12th of January because now 21 days apart. I did Pfizer and I take from the job. So please, me want to know for say if you don't already take the vaccine, because and I'm okay. You know, just like a flu shot. I'm not even the only way I know for say I don't get shot where I touch me hand. But everything is okay with me so far. So I want to know if I go, I go na longe if they go out for go take my passport. Me want to know that.
Okay.
So now that's what me want to ask. Thank you very much.
Congratulations for the vaccine you don't take.
Okay.
For right side, don't take the first one. You don't tell me say all clear and good.
Yeah.
Would the wait till you take the second one back? You go they come now. Now you send first. Now you we test out. Don't send you first. We go to get the updates from you. But thank you very much, Adama.
Yes, I feel fine.
Okay.
Just like a flu shot where I don't even feel anything. I just if I touch the side, now I know for say I get them. I'm okay. Nothing is okay. Nothing wrong with me. I'm okay. Perfect. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Adama.
Thank you, AAA.
Okay.
Good night.
Nice.
Yes, good night.
Yes, caller, are live on air? You name and who call from, please?
AAA, me?
3 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. This now, you know what? Me don't know how much it got for cost salon for the test we gonna get, but then test then they time in and time out anytime. Again, will not get me wrong. I need to try for say for hold people and passport nothing we not good to know. But time in and time out, anytime when something happen, we salon say something, we quick for jump on them. Then most of the time, as far as this COVID is concerned, we can come back a month or 2 or 3 later, we'll find out them in on the right track. So let we hold we all system first on this. Meaning they say let them hold people and passport them. But you did now, the first time when they begin to test people and now you say something that you show now they'll be interview somebody. I don't know if that be you show on social media. The man in talk and plan. In voice be there. He say the phone number we then get, you know, if you reach it through it, you know, we then test them, we then take it in test, now in through it and go about the business. Now reckless behavior. We Sierra Leonean we not let we country, we too reckless. People and where they come on and where they go, where they test them, you supposed for go there on a lockdown. That 1 or 2 days where they go there also until they call you and give you the result, no go pull what you go there for. Right now, would they understand, say, Britain, they talk about quarantine people and where the Kaiser Britain. Because now they say the virus, don't pull another new different string, wouldn't they talk about America said they try now the lip idea. They did talk this in a CNN. Whether they want close the door on Great Britain or they want begin quarantine people who they come on England, they come. Or it been they say New York. You know they listen with New York, they talk say if they quarantine you, then they watch you. If you come on do they catch you, the first offender na $1,000. But nobody nothing up na do the talk say if na Salon be do that, then say Salon human rights. Right now, New York, they are bad for Duam. We get for adhere. We the people and we call ourselves diaspora. Now we they cause problem for Sierra Leone in any shape of way. Meaning they say let them hold people and passport because to me, just like what you say, hold the passport, not they change anything. Because if you hold me passport, who are rich and they go and waka waka. If you left to me, let them quarantine you. Quarantine you until your result come. If you're positive, you continue. If you're negative, then you good for go around. You come out abroad, let them quarantine you. You positive, you continue your quarantine. You negative, then give your luggage, you continue for go wherever we say you want go. Anybody will come out abroad not safe right now, whether in the United Kingdom or whether in America, because they get the highest Sierra Leonean and way to go na salon. UK and the US. When you reach there, let them quarantine you. I 100% agree with that. Because 2 days, because none of us didn't go quarantine for 14 days or the 10 days when they don't put an upper. 2 days or 1 day, whatever time we take for letting results come back. Let them do them. When you come back, you continue with your trip. Because the 15 minutes when they talk about what about if we not get them? Or what about who knows how effective that thing they be? So now give them. Me not support the passport because it's not going to make any sense. You can still hold me passport and go about my business. Let them quarantine you for 2 days. When your result come negative, you go about your business. Positive, you continue for stay outside and hold you. Now that's no more, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Romaro. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, hello, Tripoli. Yeah, they call from Bristol, UK. Yeah, my name is Shaboy.
Shaboy, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not feeling already 3 minutes. I just run for it to the point straight away. Yeah, regarding, because myself listen the announcement with the president make, I mean, I know sometimes can you not really understand the one the way he advise the president, because for come up with this, people and don't buy tickets for go, no consultation, for let them just come up with it straight away today for say, if people and go, then go hold them passport. You just talk something where you really make the comment, say you got people away in the change shift, waiting they don't put in place about the passport. Who that get for responsible about this passport? If you go make until 2 weeks you go for, then go hold your passport, then term not reach for you left for you come. We know how ticket business and the how flight business and they now. If you go miss your flight, who that get for responsible for you for refund you ticket money. And I feel say this not the best solution is for the only passport. They don't deal spend money in international community, they don't give money way for this disease. I believe say now under the government for put them for spend, get materials away, be say, let them do the testing. They still pay that $80 with people in the arrive, Tripoli.
Yes, you still pay.
So if still pay that $80, they then get for go only passports back. You don't know how long, So this is really complicated. I just hope say no more. The president waiting the announcement don't make so tonight. People and go their way, go down, get in church back, say, oh, Mr. President, you did think about this before you make this announcement. Make them think about this, make them come with proper solution. Because I don't know if the way they don't make this thing so, if the thing don't from tomorrow it will be effective. Because I don't know if Parliament get for discuss about this, they all agree, and they just like say the president just they make announcement on his own and everything just come, This now critical, because this they make the government, the country, they lost money, self. Because some people in the right now, this way they don't listen, so go just make them change up their mind. They not go, they just cancel it, then trip for go, Yeah, and I'm your points than they were just one for me.
Thank you very much, caller.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. You're live on here, sir. You get 3 minutes.
Hello?
3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Me, I'm not going to say them for take people in passport, then for hold them passport. I think say because you don't say them, they scan them, then they get all this information and things that they need, And I think that is enough, Once they don't get all the information, I don't think say them for physically take the people in passport from them. And as far as the testing goes, Dr. Aisato make a point, say that the COVID money, where they get them for use the money, then they for upgrade the testing system. Like where Tony talk now, say some places they do test 15 minutes, you don't get any result. He says do a test, and then the result in 15 minutes, negative. So I think therefore use the money and for the upgrade, then testing capability, I'm not seeing a reason why they take the people and passport now they are, unless it has to do with something else. I'm listening to Omar, but I really don't understand what he need to try for say, maybe I didn't get what he try for say because he said they talk about the passport, so I don't understand what he need to try for put through, But my point is, I'm not considering for take the people in passport. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
This is Abubakar, you call from UK.
Yes, Abubakar, you get 3 minutes, sir.
All right, thank you very much for giving me the platform. Tripoli, this is a very, very big news. We don't give a lot of setback to with Israelians, like diaspora, who try to go back home, for go visit to love one them, and for go settle some problems and we have. For me personally, I often say this is a very good idea for the immigration officer to go handle with passport. For the reason being, if you go to Sierra Leone, point of entry, you get for present your document, whatever document you present to them, I feel say they get the opportunity and then get the privilege for scan that document, for let them get them, let them get any details and they with them. And for you back your physical stuff we give to them like your passport for let you able you are the only safe keeper so far to me own idea. I believe say now you only will look after a passport the way you want for let look after them. For let left and get an alunge like somebody bring an idea, say okay, then get a shift work there. And for their own personal property, then say for let them look after and document them. They're not good in documentation for handling documents. So how on that will go left for property give them? So in case you want to turn back now, you come back now airport, say, okay, me passport, and tell you say you don't lost. Somebody tell you say, oh, I don't see this. This is a big problem. So I feel say me they plead to the government and the president for let it think back, let it try for do something towards this. I believe say the money where the world don't invest on salon on this COVID issue is plenty. So let them do the right thing, for let them get the right equipment, where they will do a test where they last for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, then we will hold on to you for 40 minutes or 45 minutes. At least if they do the right thing for spending money on the right way, I believe they will not get this problem. But the problem is people are left for they put the money in their pocket and left for the right thing. Even like I talk to you, so inside me they work now the UK here. They just go yesterday because we not been get service for 2 days where they operate because they operate on the service between here and Europe. Eurostar not be operate then 2 days there. So then go put a measure yesterday say anybody within the premises of that side where they work can go for a test just half an hour. Just go present your badge and show your name, and then we will give you a test for half an hour, then give the result. So why we not able to invest money on that thing for let people then we able to get that confidence that they come back home, where you not go feel somehow like let not feel like say we na people that we na enemies them. Therefore welcome we back. So let them spend the money on the right way by getting this machine, and then we will do the test even for 45 minutes. People then go hold on for 45 minutes, but let them not hold the passport. The passport for let you left your passport, now they are a big problem. You get a job for can do back. You can now airport when people say, oh, me left fire. Oh, this person will be can't take over. Me no know say I put them. They don't bug you don't. If you lose your job now, you get a responsibility now. So I feel say they plead to the government, let them rethink and let them do the right thing. If not that test, if that the money said they want to increase, say okay from $80 to $150, like Ghana they're doing, or that country them, fair enough. Because as far as you want to travel, if you're ready for take responsibility, and say for travel not too easy thing, enough money. So this is just all over the world. So now me don't take to this. Please let the government rethink and let them put the right measure in place for let them welcome the citizen back in the country rather than looking them at if them people in our enemies them. Please. Now me don't take that. Thank you very much, Mr. Triple A.
Thank you very
And
much,
I
Abubakar.
thank you very much for Mr. M. Fatoma for highlight on issues, especially about my own issue. Yesterday, I not been really there in position for listen, but I listened after the show this afternoon. So I was so happy. So I thank all. I thank the Sarah Network family for their support, and I hope say 2021 will be a better year for we all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller ID live on here. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Well, I mean, my first question I get is all this include all passenger, include diplomat there?
Well, I say all arriving passengers. So I think diplomats have arriving passenger. I'll go on for believe.
Okay, now my issue now the concern now the passport. I not see no sign at the wall where the old policy passports. We know we country. I mean, don't listen to a story one time where one woman they go robber, they thief him money, thief him bag, the passport to say everything. They will say go sleep. Oh, you say go sleep. You go find somebody. Let you don't let the person say let's sleep there because of with itself. That same network sleep there, that day they go robber and be holding passports now, yeah. You know. So that thing and they would on this year. When it's they hold the passport, it begin call the chief man and now for said they hold the passport as ransom because he left for travel, go back when I am American passport. So we don't see what how safe and how guarantee that the passport they are if the all and the people they had it go safe. If one like where add up or the corruption then inside with DNA there. If one of the worker not go sneak out, take somebody in passport, give one of him criminal brother or cousin or party. You see? Why then one of them not go do that? The way he carries they take you passport, they don't know say they begin get some kind random call. Say, oh, if you want your passport now for bring so amount. You see? Why how safe and how guarantees that not in the issue. But all the technology we don't do at the world, Sierra Leone we still there be. But all the technology, they don't scan the passport there. That don't know say if the person were uh, test positive, if you give wrong information, una can able go na the computer and pull them up, pull the face, say that this person. We want travel back, una can able discipline it. But it's not safe at all. Whatever the government don't decide for do for all person passport, they for need for rethink that they back up. Because if they not do it left for go against them. It go against the big time. Because who's diplomat or investor say, okay, like when somebody does say, I will bring investor December, they can't see. They go seize the investor in passports or OLA. That alone first don't discourage the investor. That alone, because if they go, because you go ask her, what do you guys do with my passport for OLA? Why would I do OLA? When it comes to the test, people that they pay money, why they not do what in NACOVAC they do or whatever NACO? They pay money, they good money for that. You don't know for that they promise so many. How the test it will take so days or how many days they do it. I don't get much for say, but they left for take that passport issue. Not to we the Sierra Leonean there. At least we the Sierra Leonean there will go able to go there. You go able to use the salon passport. Some of the some people will get that they go use that, some will not get that. Now but how about that foreigner or that the diplomat where they come for invest or for can If I can't look for something, they go only passport. It not sound right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Hello, my name is Mustafa Jallo. I call from Holland.
Yeah, Mustafa, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. You see the problem about Salon, not to for put things in place. Now forget the particular necessity where they make that particular thing they would then put in place work. Now in order na salon. Somebody talk this or say where government they put thing in place na salon, we can jump quick and make decision or make a comment. But at the end of the day, we do something at the right thing to do. I don't ever see anything we salon do when at the right thing. We end up to make people know say it's the right thing to do. From all this corona business begin, this Mother Bio is declare 1 year state of emergency. Where it do all kinds of things, anything they do, waiting for all person passport na airport get for do with COVID business. Where they all the passport how they call it, now we want forget them, they will come begin to say, oh, come tomorrow, or go fill this form, or go see that person, you know. And the other thing again, they know they do it for all man. Now, other they want for all in passport, or any all in passport. When you put something in place, it will be for all man. With man country, where they say this thing, you let you know what you be. All man they go through the rules and regulations they wouldn't put. But Salon essentially the whole person passport, when Mr. A come, because Mr. A na this side the day, they tell us, okay, you go. Take your passport, let you go. At the same time, the corona test, so them they do na Salon. This person they come, they say pass, you get test. Other person they can, they say let you pass. Not to put things in place, now for make them work. Now in they make salon, not things they work for in a salon. We call them put on for a set of people. Other people they overlook them. So they say in order for work anyway, it not even make sense. You go report in passport, and then if you get corona, you go pass with them. They go and give people them. For quarantine reporting, now important, put the things in place. From where this corona business begin, people are doing the quarantine in a very, very awkward and bad situation at the airport today. When they don't get necessities themselves, when they say quarantine necessities, they don't get that. You know, they try for putting in the place now, they will talk for old people and passport in the airport. Who sense can they make? Who sense can they make? With any they work for all man. We Holland now, we get one which is for the king. The king, he go holiday. It just go 90 people and then they say all man for day 9 hours. It not take 24 hours, turn back. Because when people begin to raise that concern, they say, hey, you now all man is all man for day 9 hours. You know the king, you don't go holiday. The man he turn back. What can do for make them put everything in place they work now from the top to the bottom. You know, forget no extension, no say okay, this person because a king if I go holiday. No. When you go holiday, as soon as the people raise the concern, you know, 24 hours turn back. He cut in holiday, come back, he come back, you know. But when they make something at salon, now for this person work, you know, for the other person, you know, the thing gets us today. This it even makes sense.
All right, thank you very much, caller.
You're welcome.
All right. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
My name Ablam. You know, I reside in Mali, but just come off from a location and come do a test, preparing for go salon actually.
Okay, get 3 minutes.
You know, I get some information from a senior staff where they work at the airport day. When I cross-check with him yesterday, he tell me, say, because I asked him, waiting at the last ferry crossing time. He said, okay, now 8 o'clock. I said, okay. I said, but what about the testing? How it look like? He said, no, we don't get that 15 to 30 minute test now. He said, so now they get for delay small, we will make you miss that 5:30 ferry. I said, oh, I said, okay, that's nice. And then I see a worker, which will give me that information. So like I surprised.
Hold on, make I just explain to you. Then the way they talk so now the rapid test. The rapid test for a long time, it be done supposed for happen, but it not be they happen, but it just begin for happen. So right now 2 tests then they do. And they do the rapid test, then they do the PCR test. So this way they talk about that 15 to 30 minutes, that the rapid test. But not to that they talk about now the PCR test, now we they talk about. So you right, now 2 tests then they do, but that one day, even though they come and test negative, but now the PCR now they take over that rapid test today.
Okay. Now noted about that one. And then holding on passport. One, in terms of security reason, as you mentioned earlier, I don't think a proper for hold somebody in passport. As you say, some people only get one document for travel. And then you travel with a hold on your passport. What about you get let me say a financial business you want to go transaction, and then they ask you for your passport. What you go for tell them now? So sometimes I therefore think about the issue of holding people passports. But I don't know who could advise the president without doing consultation with the people. At least, therefore, we don't take 2 weeks start for sensitize the people. Like Togo, what did Togo do? Togo make sure say, then sensitize the people them for say, we go lock down on the 21st to 5th of January. So the people there of Togo don't know. Say na this thing then they do. But we today announce and they want to put them as effective dates. So people they think now, oh, should I cancel my flight? And when you cancel that, when you go get your money, or first you go find another time for travel. So I don't understand who advice and get that advice in terms of holding somebody in passport. I can okay, you hold me passport. I go wait for like 2 days or maybe 1 day. I get them. I go just go spread the same thing. You not go know now salon are so pool party than they do now in a salon. When are one of the easiest way for spread them through water business. So I don't know. So now this time my own contribution. It don't make any sense.
All right.
It don't make any sense.
Thank
Trust.
you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Omar from Minneapolis.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much. Let nobody not tell you say this not a big deal, oh. Not big deal this one. For we wait in and they want the way they na salon. And of course the government too. I don't know. They need for revisit this and then maybe they revisit and hold on pause for a little bit. Because one, like when you don't introduce this here, so some of we not be a reader and do. So man don't change your mind already for no buy ticket except no for go salon right now. As we they speak so. So it's critical, very critical, now big deal. At this particular time of the problem with the world so today, world economy then they suffer, bad one. It's not easy for toxic. The big economy they suffer. So Leone and people in the go now one way that the economy to go will boost up a little bit. You bring a stringent rules like this, they really get for be tough for let people even travel. So now I draw back that to the economy. We wait in now boku work that they don't create for we. Because first way the plan say you go, you don't know so now they get for looking. They say, oh, wait let's think first before I even decide say I want to go salon. You see? So now the big problem and then for we always wait it. Now with regarding the testing stuff, I can see where you to say, you know, even try to with them in the talk say you don't test now, you negative, why then for test you back now, Sierra Leone. I see the reason for that. They're legitimate for do that because not to 110, not to 210. People won't come, and me care, under me care, way to say that then be negative. 2 days after I do a test on them, then be positive. So now, within that time where that person don't come, when I don't know there's gonna be negative, you don't expose people already. So they get for quarantine all the people when they will be don't come in contact with them. So I see a reason why they do that. But me waiting me to recommend then for all of on this, revisit that thing there. For any change where they come, you get forget people let them ready for the change before you implement that. If not that, the economy and they will cause problem for the economy because people then go withdraw or even go under. Even if you don't know, say, don't close to, you go on yonder, you know, say, that delay. So, Monday, na 3 weeks or 2 weeks, they don't take for Guyana. The time not even enough set. Enough suffice for let them go and spend the time there for all their hurdles the way they did. For letting be able to do all this stuff they come. There you go, the passport work, you know. I think say they get modalities place something in place where be to say if Nadani the one for do say get the people ready for that change day. Then all man don't know say Nayanda you passport get for day. If you go say if the whole and I did get for day. But one other question why I get to get the passport system, the biometric stuff, right?
I want to believe so.
Yes. So why make them go take you fingerprint when you go immigration? You take your picture, all that stuff. So the database really for all people who obtain passport na Sierra Leone, I bet, right?
I want to believe so.
Okay, so I get a question about taking the passport because if you want to trace people, what you make them they scan them passport there, they take pictures this and for match what you did that biometric data. Not that they do that for. Yes, that be the belief in that people be. So no need no for you all people passport, you know. If they give you address where you really not correct, which I know the security stuff where they open, so man no, but you say the SIM card they give you, they put on your phone and don't say they trace you with that. You get for be scared, and you say don't go. So man, now for maybe $10, $20, they don't kill you. Before they know say you not get much money, they don't kill you. So we're not disgrace, you see. So me no mean if say this passport business and for the whole life. The biometric data don't day at the system, all them you know they scan that possibly, they know, don't tell you right there because your passport where you go to come, you get biometric steady, all the information that they as to say you go you reside, right? Yes. So if they see that, I bet you not gonna go give wrong voting set for your passport for let them give passport. Then tell them do you be the way you been take that passport na genuine time, not to under stress, no nothing. So you give genuine address. Now that is for the match and say, okay, now this person don't test that. We need to trace this address here. So if you not even reside this, then people the way that they go able to refer to who side that person they. So I don't see a need for old people passport though, you know. But if Nadine they want to do, let them get the population ready for that change day before they do it. So people not become uncertain and say, hey, who side me passport day? Who side go fair? No. You know, thank you so much, yeah.
Thank you very much, Umar.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please?
My name is Abubakar Sanko from United Kingdom.
You get 3 minutes, Abubakar.
On the issue of the president for an announcement this evening, he don't put panic to people. Some people don't want travel. Now they say no go travel. Some then don't decide say no cancel them ticket. That's not a thing where I feel say the government could lose revenue to start with, but they don't care about that anyway. Then whenever they put law, it get for make sure say it puts you law whenever you think say people can get for prepare. You know they cannot more this net because you know at the head, just they can't put law straight away, then you expect people for abide to tomorrow. We then at diaspora, we know how people in the work, we know how government in the work, government institution there. If in there as a president, even with them put the law for the mask, for let everybody use mask, in Kabodu, in government officially, then the person they use masks. For the past 4 days, even now, state lodge and the party all night, they use no mask. So I expect say this COVID will able to stop them. If you they put law, now they put the law, now they abide to the law. So now they can't deprive people who want to go get law for their country, for going to their country, now they go deprive and say for go hold them passport. Even if then they lost laptop there, now free to. So what about if you go lost your passport, who do for return back? So I feel say if the president advise and need for advice appropriately because without proper advice, it always mislead the country, which is very, very, very sad to the nation. So I mean I just no more I get for this net. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Just come and say, he say no go trust them people in there for even waka and dog. Much less for trust them for secure in passport. Una get small feet to do that. Again, judge say this is just another way for extort people, through bribery and salon. I can tell when I say salon will make the system, do it can they do so. Somebody say if they can lost laptop, what about passports? And a judge say then go sell information to the international market. Michael Cook say the next commission of inquiry go expose a lot of corruption and embezzlement. He says sad. I'm not to say they're not getting no discipline at all na salon. Okay, I think that's Sonny Man saying I be talk about the laptop way big than loss. And the laptop you pay back off. But then in a tuma oopsie or that thing. But I believe say you say so one for agree with me say this was necessary as a family. We reside na the diaspora. Alaji Sila self. Say if they lost passport, lost laptop, not to passport and no go lost. We reside na the diaspora. Who self one for agree say this. Na the term this. I'm about to kick about the ask for PSG. I think PSG now knows how we did. Sometimes don't travel back out of coverage area. Alaji Sila say people if you get fit, then please go now so you can get more information. No, I me could send doctor. Alaji, no worry. Now doctor don't send before. Doctor now they go, he go find out for we, then he go call we at the program and explain to we say have no fear. Hey. Yes, call I get 3 minutes. I not be see miss call, but you get 3 minutes.
The first person they call you was I call somebody pick up a surprise. Now you don't call me back.
Oh,
but anyway.
okay. You get 3 minutes.
Okay, so you give me Bonya since you not call me quick.
Carry on.
Anyway, Triple I not support the passport season. But anyway, we self will get responsibility. I can say, I admire you, we decide not for good. Like, even me, I'm one for God, decide not for good. You do the right thing. All man get the choice for good. But the point what they try for say right now, we all know say right now, not to normal time. This sickness is also rampant, and now within the epicenter side, within the diaspora would even say even to Dr. Fast and others, even advise people and for say make people not even travel. Yesterday, even listening to a news where somebody died at the plane, end up for die of COVID. As I talk, so it's so sad. We even lost Israeli sister na Usai Medina when a well-educated girl, very prominent in family, left for 3 weeks for finish in nurse practitioner. He died of COVID. Just like what Umaru when they talk, yes, we condemn them for the test. Look what I said. Even America, every facility get in different system. Even me, they will win a 24 hours before you get her. And the advantage you will get that in the test twice a week. You can see them test somebody today, Monday, a negative, then go test on Thursday, positive. So like what you say, if you don't decide to say the travel now, except say yes now for something that very, 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 very important. But for me, I don't feel it make any sense right now for anybody even try self for travel. And most of the diaspora go salon, we obey law. What they now we obey all the laws of America. As soon as like what you talk now, we don't put respect for ourselves. As soon as we can go na salon, you see some mind that even driving, they follow driving rules and regulations. You go park, sign up for park, everything do in America. When you go na salon, you go break the laws then. Some man they go this December and I forgot enjoy not because of any personality. We always see if we country poor, we not get good hospitals, then people do not get money. If we grab now, we go spread that disease. I'm not saying a bad issue, but I'm not saying out of desperation when they hear about this infection we don't come on in England. Even Germany don't lock the border between them and England. When emergency something can you take it, but that passport when they say negotiate passport and office and graduation. I hope say them for don't just say anybody gonna lunge you responsible until you choose for go travel during this dangerous time. You responsible for go pay your hotel bill, for go say, oh, government even treat me fine. Now you go pay for yourself, you feed it, you everything. Because they're not going to automatically for just go fair machine right now, wait for go test people. Who's prove will get for say the Ghana you effective, just like we say that man say salon people we always they look low for our own country. Look, if we win this MCC score, instead of let's celebrate, people are still condemning. Everywhere, Ben Kalfara, they don't name her as the best corruption leader. Now the whole of it, you don't win. If not in Ghana, you win. Oh, when I see that Ghana commissioner, you don't win this, you don't win this. Some of you married to foreigner. Not everything about Africa is the same, but everything we so negative. Now one of the one reasons we say now you want at the forum because I don't watch all them salon program. There are anything when they talk about the country is just negative, and we're so lawless. For some of us come at the provinces. Right now, paramount chief, they don't even put a bylaw. If right now we go say free to, I will even get problem because the village where I come out, they don't put bylaws say they should even accept those strangers. They don't want to care for the coronavirus. So you see, well, people don't get for think twice. Anybody want for travel now, you get for take the consequences. Even America, they are begging people not to travel. You can even go put your life in a danger if you say you test negative. Even that plane where they go enter, they go meet people when they transit from London. What about if you even go safe in a salon something before they can, you don't can worse than America, they talk about your job. Don't say and decide for say like when they lock they lock the flights, so they don't allow any incoming flights, you go get stuck. So if you're traveling now, you travel under extraordinary times, then you're taking the risk. So whatever consequence come, take it. Sierra we don't like our country. We always so pessimistic about the country. Thank you so much, people.
Thank you, concern Sierra Leone.
Okay, bye.
Okay. The mods don't lock. When I start, I say this particular one, now the law within us alone. If it's not right for you, no go. But that don't mean say we no go advocate for make they think. Advocating and challenging are two different things. For now, that's so the government say. And you can't go na salon, you go na airport, now they you want go advocate. You know they work. And another caller be say something which is true. We know say this law, not for everybody. That's just the truth. Unless if you want for deny. But me, I know say this law, not for everybody. Because waiting do. We know we people. Somebody know somebody, we know somebody, we know. Even when we come to the corona test, people and be there testing, not everybody be the take away each day. Because they are well connected. But not so we want this one for B. If this one for B like I for B so, then everybody will come, then for all in passport. Because now the Lord one day now. Even though we are advocating, say, Mr. President, sir, I think you need to rethink this. The spread of the virus has nothing to do with the passport. And the numbers then be done they go haywire. We win at the diaspora will not be even mix. But anything we get something small for do with diaspora, if they change per we, and then the feedback like yourself, now they are the same people them. We election ki wan come, then sabi we road them. Or for the citizens them, we holiday wan come, then sabi we numbers them. They know. Look na salon now, look the lives them. Just the look. Nothing that one day them for be concerned about. The mask people they know they well. The gathering, the pool party then just like how that caller say. The party then the gathering, the la-di-da, the enjoyment. Now that one day them for be concerned about rather than wanting to take our passport from us. You take me passport, I give you, then they know they stop me where I go. If I want to go na the next pool party we available la next day for make a myself not go jump na the water. You know they stop me. unless, like how people and they say, if something else they underneath. Because the president say for now, they put coffee order. Which means people in Kim party from net 10 in the morning. For now, they lock church. Now is get we say, then we get carol. Say the choristers them full ping. For now, the things them we feel say now we for do, we say we know the do. But to the point finger, pan diaspora. Like I said just now, I bet you the government no waiting for do. But the government, they no want for spend. I know say them can kind of tell we say they don't spend this, they don't spend that. But cost me, this is the Juman government. This Juman business, it don't too much, oh. It don't too much. This is the real Juman government. Because now, okay, let's say they say that they quarantine people. No, because if they quarantine, it go come back on them for take care of people. They no one quarantine person. Let's say we introduce the 30 to 45 minutes, even though people in the question, how done they from where Ghana open the airport? From where they open the airport. That's the test they've been doing. That's the test they've been doing. From where they open the airport. And ask anybody who don't pass through Ghana airport. It will tell you how effectiveness, how serious then they do for carry out their duties. But that one day cost more money. So what's in do? The Juman Pawion government not ready for spend. Budgetary support. EU give 15 million euros. Waiting do they say because of COVID-19. Who's can about COVID-19 money we no don't come? Wait today, we can't even put money into COVID. We can't. We can't put money into COVID. The measures they all who they try for take, now Juman we want for doing. And they talk about the Jews demo. Now the salon Juman. Yeah, that can be and the salon, you know what they call Juman, now we don't lock the line for be call Omar na ele make it kind go small about Juman. But now that kind way day. Now we want for doing. And people with a question say the president go just remember within a public state of emergency. Because within a public state of emergency, we're there for 1 year. So the president can grab now make what he say? He said because people in the lie say I had in tap we know today then tap. So with the whole passport because of the spread of COVID, it's still linked to COVID. It's still linked to COVID. So what are we saying? If you no one left your passport, I dey repeat it over and over. No go salon a big. Yes, you're a citizen. That's fine. But you get for abide by the laws of the land. If nabi usai we dey, why is the president be talk down this net? You dey see one judge come out, he talk, but he say no, that other president be also incorrect. So that one day they don't wear another force. But you know say not also will they. So this na salon they own. And na so then they abide. So I just they admonish you. Say please, where you go salon, ready for hand over your passport. If you know hand over, then do the needful. Because we don't want any of we na ya. For begin say, oh, that person be go na airport, he go for goodness, he say this and that. Don't just go make a fool of yourself. Eh? Don't just go make a fool of yourself. Ha. Okay, 1 or 2 messages them, then I can left here. Musa Conte say, he say something like you wonder how this government even they think. The government's not get right for request or hold on people and passports. Usually, na voluntarily people and go give them passports to embassy. For a government for make such request, ain't worry about Yuki. Dave Katie say seriously, why people traveling this time if the trip is not necessary? It's not a necessity. They say the Sierra Leone government must hold its laws, make all man do say day. AAA, I find this interesting. Coffee order no do, but the COVID they increase. Then Judge Kamara say, he say I used to think that genuinely we cared about stopping the spread of coronavirus than at the government, but now in things saying more about the international funds where the virus can attract. Mike say, Mike from Philly say money no dey na the country for make people and go enjoy. Judge Kamara say the first lady the whole super spreading party every day under the false pretense of holiday spirit. Hey. Franco Jazz. He left today. I tell her, say, you been listening for Thomas yesterday. He says Salon Constitution not guarantee human right to its citizen. So anything goes. Même Zobi Safa say, then in a crab it told me we talk about the Juman business. Now see who that is. Alaji Sila say people are having some hope because of diasporans going home for help for boost the economy, but this go prevent we from going. And people learn, it go over for them. They on the way able for survive through it. Renata saying feel sorry for the economy with this kind of a lawyer. What do you mean for all the passports? Judge Kamara say India, but you know they travel. Okay. Renata say why make them know they photocopy the passport? Because they don't scan and done. They scan and they take a picture. Then they take a fingerprint. What's left again? But then, this trip they say na the passports and they want. Ibrahim Kuruma say some of them government officials said they will large gathering without physical distancing and use of face masks, but the president failed to address that also. Just come out and ask if the photocopy machine or the work. Now the passports they want. I want to kick about say, would I know they go make it donate ticket money to the people them. You remember now I be talk the other day, Why say we gonna police headquarters? This is years ago. We're gonna police headquarters for go see, I think it was the assistant superintendent of police. Now years ago this, over 10, 15 years. So the person will go, he left in passport, a British passport in get. He left into the security. So go up and tell him and say, hey, so you are big. Me passport. That man don't go take an eye. The next day we'll go. And the man now go to Salon passport. Go to Salon passport. Now the security reacts and say, no, what that passport we out yesterday, the red book. And the man reacts and say, What you want to do with me book? Why you they ask me for her back? Now make her they say, we'll get the salon. Now salon me they take enter. I hope say now they go stop. And they go stop. Good and salon, we continue. Because you can't tell me say for you all my identification. No. Passport. ID. God help we. How can I left here? We don't talk and done. We don't advise we safe. If you know say you're not ready, for go give you passport, no go. Simple. Because now the Lord and they now. So, abide. Na passport identification. Franco just ask say if you not get salon passport. If you not get salon passport, and passport so you get 90 they take. I'm just saying some of we now we passports. We salon passport now we can take enter. So go get them dandy. Omar say, but you get for stamp US passport entry. Me, I not can give me one for stamp. I just allow you then they stamp me, I come out today. Oh, left here. If na US passport you use for enter, na then get for taking a yuan. Because now the immigration officer, we they give, na not get for give you again. They retain them. Okay, Umar from Minneapolis say even when you present salon passport, you present US passport. Okay, some can be nice. Then can ask, okay, where they enter? Yes, I think 1 or 2 times. But other than that, Abatrans now welcome. But when I left with the left so now, we hope say Freetongue they treat you nice. Hope say Freeton is treat you nice. I tell us say we want your passport back, you go know what you for do. Now the word that. Then the officer say 3 police some of we like insert for the talk so not even get salon passport. So that means say you go presenting Canadian passport. And if then they goes meeting, he go what's it na Canada. Well, me I know say every time when me they go, me I get salon passport and salon passport I can give them. I me they give them. Dr. Isatu back say himself na the salon passport he can give. Well, sometimes I don't give 1 or 2 term where the man ask me say, you know I'll stamp am for you, and na the US passport. You know I'll stamp am for you. I say, oh, okay. It's just being nice. I give him his stamp. Then he give me a back. Give me all 2. But most of the time I not even pull her. They ask me say, no God I say and then they no more. Because at the end of the day, being nice, yourself go on for give a tip. You know? So now that. Apart from that, we are not regulated. So say, hope you get for pull out a one. Oh, ready for tobacco, go the deal with standing. Anyway, tomorrow. No stress. Tata.